Hello and welcome back to the video on the Wrestles Bay and to another edition of Smackdown Out 10. And yeah, it's a big episode of Smackdown this week because it's the first one since SummerSlam, and we've got Clash of the Castle coming up soon. So yeah, I mean, with Triple H in charge as well, there's lots going on in WWE right now. So yeah, big show. Let's kick things off with the Bloodline showing up to the arena. After a recap of Saturday events, we headed into the night's opening match, which was Ricochet versus Happy Corbin. Ricochet started strong and dodged near the end of days before kicking Corbin out of the ring and hitting a massive dive, and then back in the ring, Corbin got back in control and Ricochet down with a counter before sending him down to the ring post. Back on SmackDown, Ricochet failed to get a top rope powerbomb before being tossed off the rope. Corbin was about to hit a dive, but a distraction from Pat McAfee allowed Ricochet to connect the recoil and then hit the standing shooting star pass for the W. And yeah, this gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Really fun match kickoff. Ricochet won, even if it was by distraction. Yeah, this is really great, and hopefully it leads to an enhanced push for Ricochet, which I think what we all want to see. 7 out of 10, really promising start to SmackDown. We then learned that Ronda Rousey had been suspended for attacking a ref. Then we saw Sami Zayn make his way to the Bloodline's locker room. The Usos came out and told him that it wasn't the best time to talk to the Tribal Chief as SmackDown continued with Nakamura versus Kaiser. Kaiser kicked Nakamura into the corner early on before Nakamura returned with an elbow and a few knee strikes before getting near fall. The latter took a big stand before we headed for a break. Back in the match, Kaiser came in with a big uppercut before taking Nakamura down with a big stand. Nakamura caught Kaiser with a back heel kick and a Kinshasa for the W. After the match, Nakamura snared Gunter down before SmackDown moved on. With this win, the King of Strong Style scores a shot at the IC title, and yeah, just brought up to this, kind of done it a few times, so I can't really give it higher than a 6, but you know, he set it up perfectly fine. Kofi Kingston was then backstage and said that Woods was still recovering from his injuries that were suffered last week at the hands of the Viking Raiders. Meanwhile, the Bloodline told Sami Zayn to prepare the production queue for Roman's entrance. Paul Heyman usually oversees it, but was absent this week, and Liv Morgan was out next and said the affinity of her championship allowed her to survive the devastating arm bars of Ronda Rousey. Sonya came out and said that she will win tonight's gauntlet, securing her title match at Clash of the Castle. As we headed to the match, Deville took control of the match early on, hit spine buster before getting a near finisher on earlier for the pin. Rodriguez was out next and punished Sonya immediately before being caught in a headlock. Rodriguez hit the Texana bomb and eliminated Sonya before Shotzi joined the match. After a break, Raquel broke out of a hold and hit spinning elbow before eliminating Shotzi. Jaya was out next and unloaded on Rodriguez with kicks before being locked in a single leg crab hold. Raquel then hit a foil waist slam off a counter for a spinning elbow drop with the Texana bomb for one more elimination. Natty was in next and went after Raquel's knees before locking in a modified leg lock. The latter punched Natty in the face and got a vertical suplex before breaking out with sharpshooter. Raquel got a big slam off the top right counter before getting the pin, and Shayna Baszler was the last one in and locked in a submission move. Raquel returned with a foil waist slam, but Trill trying to hit a spinning elbow drop, but Baszler caught her in the carry through the clash. Raquel returned to her feet and put Baszler down and picked up the W. And yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 from me. Really good stuff. Raquel not only getting a win, Shayna getting a win, which is great, finally getting the push she deserves, hopefully, but also Raquel getting really good run in there. 2 of Triple H's favourites in NXT, and that seems to be continuing. So yeah, this was great stuff. 7 out of 10. Backstage, Sammy demanded an audience with the Tribal Chief, but the Usos told him no, and the Bloodline that had levelled up to SummerSlam while Sammy stayed the same. Jimmy and JR saying to stop pulling his weight or he would be kicked out of the group. Before we got the Viking Raiders versus local competitors, and they tossed them around the ring. Eric dropped Ivar on top of one of them before doing the same again from the middle rope and got the easy win. After the match, Kofi came out with a kendo stick and beat the Vikings out of the ring, and that led to Kofi Kingston versus Eric. Kofi got some big strikes early on before taking a big kick and lariat from Eric before the former WWE champ came in with diving crossbody before getting near fall. Eric took Kofi down with a big slam and got some knees to the back of the head before getting a latter to the big kick and hit the trustful from the top. Ivar came in with a kendo stick, but Kingston dodged it and used distraction to roll Ivar up for the W. And yeah, I mean, like, this gets the 5 out of 10 from me. I don't think Kofi should have got the win here. Eric seems Eric and the Viking Raiders getting a big push at the moment. So yeah, for me, they probably should have got the win here. So yeah, 5 out of 10 from me. We then learned from the announcers that a Women's Tag Team Championship tournament is to begin next week. Finally, great to see the titles back, and hopefully they'll use properly this time. Before Reigns was out next and said he was unsure when Paul Heyman would be back after taking FRI through the table at SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre was out next and said he heard enough. Drew hyped the crowd and the fans wanted to see him beat up the Bloodline, but we saw the arrival of Karrion Kross, who drove McIntyre's head into the slot. Scarlett also showed up at ringside and set up the hourglass for Roman Reigns before retreating. And yeah, Karrion Kross is back, and he's not just back, he's he's back in the main event picture. Wow, did not see this coming. Maybe I saw him coming back in the future, but not in this position. It seems like he's going to get a mega push. And yeah, I'm so happy for him because he definitely deserves it. And yeah, I'm really intrigued to see where this goes now. But yeah, this was just absolutely brilliant stuff. Karrion Kross is back, and I really can't wait to see what he can do. And overall this week, SmackDown gets 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, a really solid episode of SmackDown. Karrion Kross coming back. Shayna Baszler's now the number 1 contender. For me, WWE is firmly moving in the right direction under Triple H. And yeah, I really can't wait to see what's coming up over the next few weeks, because yeah, these first few weeks for me have just been so promising. But anyway, guys, that's it for video. Thanks for watching. To like, share, subscribe. Thanks for what's going down below. For daily wrestling news and subscribe to my channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.